Hi everybody, this is your coach, Coach Bill with Fat Loss Made Easy. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today guys, I'm doing this video as an introduction video to my 45-day quick start guide. Now, this video guys is specifically for those of you that are self-motivated. You don't need accountability because you can do it yourself. You follow plans consistently. If you're given instructions and there's a step-by-step process, you have the ability to follow those step-by-step. Now this 45-day quick start guide also is for those of you that are able to come up with goals that you can reach. With my online personal coaching with the fat loss, or my online personal coaching with the type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes or fatty liver, with my clients, we set goals. The reason why people do the online personal coaching over the 45-day quick start is because they need accountability. They need personal accountability from me. They need me to follow up with them to keep them on track, because they tend to let life get in the way and it puts them off track, and then they're going to be wasting way too much time. But there are a few of those, not very many. The percentage is very, very low for people that are looking to either reverse whatever medical issue they have, or just if they're finding a better way of losing that belly fat or body fat. And those people can do a step-by-step written plan without a personal coach or without me following up with them all the time. Because see, on my online personal coaching and on my as far as fat loss, and on my personal coaching as far as pre-diabetes, reversing it, you're going to get your coach who's going to keep contacting you and following up to make sure you are following the plan step by step, because that's the only way that you are going to actually get the results of that certain plan. So without being consistent and without following it step by step, most likely you're not going to get the results. And a lot of people seem to blame the program to why they weren't successful, when the truth is it was because of them. They were not honest with themselves. They did not follow the program step by step. And so it didn't give them the results they're looking for. And the easiest thing is just a human nature easiest thing is to either blame your coach or blame the program that is designed to be successful, very simple to follow, and very direct and right to the point, to blame that as the reason why they failed. And that's just not true. Okay? So like I said, this 45-day quick start guide is for those only that are self-motivated, that can follow directions, that are consistent when it comes to following directions. They have no problem setting their own legitimate goals. For example, 6 months to a year. Those are great goals. Now, you might want to set a goal to 45 days. You're going to be strict for 45 days. A lot of magic happens in those 45 days if you follow the program step by step. So that's the accountability part of it, and that's how this 45-day quick start guide will operate for those of you that can self-motivate yourself. But anyway, for most of you are probably thinking, or most of you are probably have been on Google looking at all these different coaches who are selling different plans. And it can get very confusing, guys, that when you Google the best weight loss plan or the best diet plan or whatever, I'm telling you, you're going to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different plans out there. Now, let me tell you something here. What you got to look at when you're looking at these different hundreds and hundreds of plans, you got to look at these plans as, okay, are these fad diets? So that's the key word. Are they fad diets? So guys, what makes my plan unique? What makes my plan work? Well, there's a simple answer to it, because it's been around for over 2,000 years. Our founding fathers of medicine and your ancient ancestors have been using the program that I use not only on my online personal coaching, but also in this 45-day quick start or quick guide. So obviously, if it's been around for over 2,000 years, then it's not a fad diet, right? Okay. What makes my program unique than any other fad diet on that Google is that it's backed by hundreds and hundreds of actual science case study journals that have been published on science sites. Now, most of you probably don't know what I mean. Let me give you a quick update on what I mean here. What I mean is I am using real case scientific studies that were published in scientific journals. And how do you know that those are legitimate scientific case studies? Very simple. At the beginning of the study, if you click on that, and it says abstract, the abstract is explaining to you in pretty easy terms of actually what that case study or what that scientific study is doing. That's what it says. Anything that doesn't have an abstract on it, doesn't say abstract, then most likely is a blog post and you're getting the opinion of humans. And that's not going to work. Okay? So if you notice, when I give on my 45-day quick start guide, you're going to get information in there on real case studies that's backing up this 2,000-year-old weight loss program or 2,000-year-old program that will help reverse prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, and many, many disease models that our founding fathers of medicine used back decades ago. Okay? So that's what makes my program so much different than any of the programs that are on Google. Now, you're also going to get a step-by-step. Now, you know what? I need to say something first before I give you the kind of a brief idea of what you're going to be getting in this 45-day quick start guide. I have to do a disclaimer. And so I'm going to go ahead and read it. And this is actually going to be in the guide, so you can read it multiple times. But, guys, I'm not a doctor. Honestly, I don't want to follow the AMA because too restricted. Because if you look at the history of the AMA, not what we want to follow. And I'm not subscribing anything to you. Okay, this is all based on education. I'm big, really big, in educating my clients. I'm really big in continual education for myself. Yes, I know a lot. My wife and I both know a lot because we've been doing this for a long time. Okay? So all the information given has been gathered by personal experience and information that I researched and complied over 40 years. That's right. Your coach has been doing this for over 40 years. Always consult a physician before, my screen turned off, before starting a new diet program, eating regimen, or a workout plan. because obviously that's what you're going to get in this package, a step-by-step program on every aspect of reaching your goals and getting you through the journey of whatever you're trying to do. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, most physicians, doctors, most health professionals, and most nutritionists have really not that good of education when it comes to a 2,000-year-old weight loss program or whatever, reversing certain diseases. They don't have the education on this, and that's the sad part. So the bottom line is, one of the biggest things you're going to learn when you follow this 45-day weight loss or quick start guide is you're going to be given a lot of training modules, okay, that's going to educate you. Now, if you're following the program step by step, like I've been telling you, most likely you're going to have enough education that you're going to know more than any personal trainer at a gym. You're going to know more than any nutritionist that you're spending thousands of dollars to put you on supplementations because they're not addressing the root cause. You're going to learn all this stuff because I'm heavy into educating my clients. So you're going to get training modules along with this. So before I go on with this more, let's see what you get. Let's just go over it real quick, okay? And let me there we go. Let me find out where I want to be and kind of give you a brief idea of what you're going to get. Okay, I'm just looking for it right now. Come on, where are you? See, there's a lot of great information on here. Okay, here we go. Okay, now, this is what you're going to get, guys. So, you're going to get a program that is going to give you the information you need step by step by step. You guys, you have to understand this. I want you to listen to this very closely. And this is where most health professionals mess up because they're not educating their clients. They're not explaining what they're doing and they're seeing certain results, or maybe they're at a roadblock and they have no idea how to break down the roadblock and get back on track again, because they really don't know the body that well, and they really don't know how the actual cells work at the cellular level. Now, because of the type of water I'm drinking, hydrogen-rich water, and found out that it's the most powerful antioxidant on the planet, we've been drinking it now for 11 years, I became a certified hydrogen specialist just because of that. And you'll get the information in this program more about that. But the quick start guide, for the 45-day quick start guide, you're going to get a step-by-step program to follow. What that means is that you're not only going to get educational videos, but you're going to get meal plans. Okay, on these meal plans, for example, you're going to get a step 1. You're going to get a step 2. You're going to get a step 3, and you're going to get a step 4. Now, step 1 plan, the step 1 program is very important. Your first 30 to 45 days are crucial if you're looking to be successful, okay? And so, what do I mean by crucial? Well, in step 1, you're going to be introduced to a new lifestyle, a new meal plan. Okay? Now, this is another reason why my program is so unique. Is it because we are using your own body's natural mechanisms to reverse many diseases, to control certain hormones that are causing you to be overweight or causing you to have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. We're actually this meal plan is going to go after those issues, the root causes. You got to go after the root causes, guys. You have to understand what that means, and you'll be taught that through this. So, coach, okay, how do you know that you're burning fat 24/7? How do you know that the hormones that are causing you to have that belly fat or body fat, you have those under control? How do you know? Well, because we teach our clients, just like in this program, you will be taught how to do your own live blood glucose test that monitors your blood sugars. That has a critical part in losing that belly fat or body fat. Combining it with doing your own blood ketone levels. That's another thing. You'll understand and learn how beneficial the production of ketones is to produce energy and feed the brain. You'll understand all this. You'll get all the modules that will explain all this. Now, you cannot be successful with any fad diet because it doesn't go after the root cause of your issue in the first place. You have to be consistent with monitoring your own blood level, blood glucose and ketone levels. It's very simple to do, very inexpensive to do, and it's very easy. It's basically the same way that a diabetic checks him or her glucose every day. That's how simple it is. But you got to be consistent. If you don't document and be consistent, you're going to fall off the wagon. It's not going to work. Remember what I said, the first 30 to 45 days are very important. Okay, so you're going to be taught how to do this in step one. Now, what makes this meal plan so efficient and works so well is because your body already is designed to follow it. Now, Coach, what do you mean by that? Well, guys, it wasn't until 2000 that the food industry decided to tell the Americans they have to go on a low-fat diet and a very high-carb diet in 2000. That's when it basically started, okay? Well, guess what? During that era, it built up to today where now we have an epidemic of obesity in the young and old. We have an epidemic in type 2 diabetes or fatty liver and young and old. Especially in the young, it's increasing every year. Obesity is now an epidemic in the young and old. And so for the last 33 years, the food industry has been telling people they got to eat 6 meals a day, got to have breakfast. That's the most important meal of the day, which is wrong, and you're going to learn all this. Okay, you're going to learn this step by step. All right? But guys, you've been a carboholic for all these years. You've been dumping processed starchy sugars in your body all these years, and now what have you done? You've contaminated your body with poison. And that's why most of you are either have some kind of an underlying disease, or you just can't get that belly fat or body fat off, especially if you're 40 plus. I love working with people that are 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, even 80 plus. I work with them because it's a no-brainer. It works. It's been around 2,000 years, so it's going to work if you follow it step by step. But what makes it so successful is your body is already designed. It has not evolved away from our ancestors. It's already designed to switch from burning glucose or sugar, which is causing all the issues. You're going to learn all this, to switching over to burning your own stored body fat. Did you catch what I just said? I don't think some of you caught that. I'm going to repeat it again. We're going to switch this program, which is 2,000 years old, is going to switch your body from burning sugar as its primary energy source, because it's easier for the body to get that. Because why? Because you're a carboholic. Your carbs, your massive amounts of carbs every day are turning into sugar, causing the root cause of your issue, and that's being sugar. We're going to switch your body from that to what the body naturally wants to do, naturally. And that's to switch over to burning fat as its primary fuel. You will learning how fat and ketones play a huge part in reaching your goals and why you have to monitor it 3 days a week like the program suggests. You're actually in that step 1, you're going to get the days that you need to check it. You're going to get the days that you need to check both of them, your blood glucose levels and your ketones, and the reasoning for it. Okay? Now we start off easy. We have to start off. Like I said, the critical part is your first step. And your body has no idea how to switch over to burning fat because you're a carboholic, because you've been burning your carbs as your primary energy. It has no idea. We got to be very, very careful. And this is where all the fad diets get it wrong. This is where all the health professionals who are doing those fad diets get it wrong, because they don't know. You got to start very slowly, step by step, and most of you know that when you do something right, it's a step-by-step slow process. You've got to get your body has no idea how to completely stop burning carbs as its primary fuel and then jump over to burning fat as fuel. It doesn't know how to do it, and it creates issues. And it makes most people fail because of the side effects from trying to do it that way. Eventually, some people can weather through it. Most of the public can't. So that's why step 1 is so important. So once you've turned your body into what they call fat adapted, now you're going to learn that. There's actually a training module on that. Then you have step 2, which is where the magic starts, guys. That's when the magic starts. And step 2 is not only primal eating or a ketogenic diet or a higher fat diet, but you're also going to get introduced to intermittent fasting. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking, because I get it all the time with my clients that are on my online personal coaching, there's no way I can do intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting. I just can't do it. Well, no, if you don't follow step 1, no, you're not going to make it through it. But see, your body was designed to intermittent fast. That's how it detoxifies itself. That's how it cleans the gut out, which is another root cause of why your hormones are so imbalanced. Your body's already designed to do that. The problem is, like I said before, you've been a carboholic all these years. So you're not going to be able to switch it cold turkey. And that's why step 1 is so important. But at step 2, that's another slow process to introduce you to intermittent fasting. Okay? What makes it successful, step 2, is because your body has taught itself how to burn the fat in the fuel. Let me say it again. Your body has learned how to burn the fat in your food. Now, what does step 2 do? Step 2 is going to teach your body to burn fat which is stored in your body. If you're a carboholic, you're never going to tap into that. That's science. We all know that. I mean, any good, educated health professional knows that if you're overeating carbs and you're producing, and the carbs you're eating are converted to sugar, your body's going to go after the sugar first. It's not even going to tap into the belly fat or body fat. Why? It doesn't need it because it's got sugar. Got to eliminate the sugar, guys, and that's where step 2 is a step-by-step process to slowly get you into that environment of burning your own sugar. I would have to say 100% of my clients that get to step 2, after they get through step 2, they're going, oh my gosh, this is a lot easier than I thought. I go, yeah, because your body's designed to do it in the first place. Now you're giving your body a tool to go back to what it wants to do, and that's burn your own stored fat, which is converted to ketones. Ketone plays a huge part in your health. In this plan, you're going to learn that. Okay? Now, how do we know when to step out of step 1 and go into step 2, and then go into step 3, and then go into step 4? How do we know, Coach? How do we know that it's time to do that? Why do you think we have to monitor our blood tests? Our blood. Blood tests don't lie. You can't, no dietitian, no nutrition, no health professional, and no doctor can deny that this 2,000-year program has been working for over 2,000 years and is still working. They can't deny it. Why? Because we have documented blood tests showing it. We have readings that shows that your glucose levels are staying at a fat-burning level 24/7. Can you imagine that, burning fat at night while you're asleep? Absolutely, it's proven, it's science. I mean, I've got the science to back it all up. Okay? What about your ketone levels? Yeah, it's called, there's doctors that are using the glucose meters and the ketone blood meters, and they're now calling it a GKI index to monitor their cancer patients. How do you think they're starving cancer with brain tumors or other tumors? This is nothing new. You don't know about it because, of course, the oncologists don't want you to know about it because it works. It's a natural way of reversing many disease models. And doctors are teaching other doctors now. This is just happening in the last 5 or 6 years. This is all new stuff. But we're using the same blood glucose system, which is called a GKI index, to tell us when it's time to start going to the next step. Okay? So now, you've gone through step 2. Your blood sugars are down to a healthy level. You're burning, it's telling you you're burning fat. Your ketones are up. You want to be up the program will explain you want to be up at 0.8 or higher on your ketones the exact same time you're checking your glucose. And when it's consistent and you're not having those hunger waves because your hormones aren't as out of balance, that's the key right there. I'm bringing the hormones back up again. We have little tricks. Now, what makes a lot of people fail is when they first start out is because they get these hunger waves and they just can't make it through them. Well, in this program, you're going to get the solution to attack that hunger wave before it even happens. And it's funny because it's so simple, and it's a minerals that's causing your hunger waves, or a lack of hydration with the right water that's causing it, that you're going to look at this and go, there's no way. It's too simple. Well, I'm telling you, when you get started, it is simple. And you'll see it yourself. Okay? Okay, so now you've gotten to step 2. Now you're seeing the magic really start. Now guys, real quick tip, stay off the scale. Scale weight means nothing to any of us who are educated in fat burning or fat loss. It's not telling you you're actually burning fat. It's telling you that you got a lot of poop in your body, you got a lot of water that isn't being dispelled. That scale weight will fluctuate every 5 minutes. So just stay off of it because it will cause you to fail. What I explain in here is for people to actually get a pair of tight pants, I mean tight, hang them up, and every 3 weeks check them. That's your scale. That's how you're going to learn. So now your GKI index is telling you, okay, we're going to step 3. Guys, I'm telling you, when you hit step 3, holy mackerel. Remember step 2 I said magic starts? Oh man. That's when the real magic starts. That's when you're changing the metabolic process of your body completely, and you are now turning yourself into a major fat burning machine, because step 3 is going to put you into an environment which is known as autophagy, and I'm not going to explain that because I have the modules, like I said, in this program to explain all that. Okay? Well, that's step 3. Now, step 4 is very simple. It's more of a maintenance. It's more of you're going to be able to add more fruits to your meals. You're going to be able to add some low glycemic starchy carbs to your meals, and step 4 explains it step by step. Okay? So this program, the reason why it's over 2,000 years old and the reason why it works so well is because it's designed for the body that already wants to do it that way, but you've sabotaged it by listening to your food industry, whose all their concerns are is to make money, that you have to eat 6 meals a day and breakfast is the most important meal, which is BS. It's not. Trust, the science is there. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to read the science. Take the time. Now, I did all the work for you by putting the science in those videos. You just have to go over them, okay? Or give yourself 90 days, 6 months to a year. There's your proof. It will work. And if it fails, don't blame the program, because it works. It's been working for over 2,000 years. Blame yourself. You got to be honest to yourself, guys. You got to sit down and be honest to yourself. Follow it right. Remember, your body has been a carboholic for decades. Good things don't happen overnight. They take time. That's why you have to set realistic goals. Okay? Now, I appreciate you guys looking into my 45-day quick start guide. I really do. If this makes sense and you decide to purchase it, in that program, you will get a bonus. Okay, let's see. Besides the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, you're going to get a list of bonus videos. Now, in this plan, guys, it's so simple to follow because you'll see pictures, before and after pictures, so forth. And then the bonuses, let me see where they're at. I'm trying to find them. I could probably remember them off my, let's see here. No, I guess I can't. Anyway, you're going to get bonus videos and bonus information. So when you purchase this program, along with it, you're going to get my fat-burning primal meal recipe cookbook. That's going to be a bonus. It has lots and lots of examples of different recipes that I personally put together myself. I have 3 couples that I use as my guinea pigs, and I make these recipes, give it to them, and if they give me the okay, then I put it in my book. I've accumulated the best ones over the